No, you know, wait.
Wow, can I touch it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are you Christos?
Hey, that's me, man.
Christos, I'm Sly.
Good to meet you, Sly.
Welcome to the Beardbrand Barbershop, man.
Thank you.
How long have you been growing out this hair?
This is about 4 years. Ever since the COVID lockdowns, they said no haircuts, and I said, you know what? I think it's time to grow it out.
So you're just gonna leave it 4 years of hair in the hands of the professionals?
Yeah, I mean, it's time for a change, so why not give them a shot? Hoping it goes well.
Flat top?
I don't know if I can do that one again, man.
All right, let's go inside. Christos has been growing out his hair since the pandemic started. So essentially, he's been growing his hair out for 4 years. Right? He's only had maintenance trims, but they've been very minimal. He's leaving it in the hands of the professionals. So here we are.
Buzz cut.
So buzz cut. So this is Christos now. One of the hairstyles I was thinking is we go straight back to the early 1900s.
Nice.
Christos doesn't grow a full beard. He's got all his growth right in the center of his face. So in theory, we could recreate this look.
Yeah, that's cool. Put a hat on.
But we don't live in the 1900s anymore. So let's not do that. It's Buffalo Bill. Option number 2. He has rocked a flat top. I don't know about you, but this doesn't look like a proper flat top.
Not my personal favorite.
We could give him a proper flat top. Or we could just buzz his hair.
Yeah. I think though with the length he has now, going to something like that right away might be a little bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah.
I think, and just looking at the first picture, like with his head shape and all, I think, yeah, that's gonna make his head look very long and pointy, and I'm not sure that's the best way to go today.
Yeah. I was thinking something kind of a little closer to this. Is still some length on top, a little shorter on the sides.
Because it's so long, like we can go many ways with it. Yeah, we're basically having free range on what length we're taking it down to. What I think what we should do first is just kind of tail it all up, cut it off, and then maybe quickly rinse it out in the sink so that I don't have to hose you down with my spray bottle. You can already tell back here, you have like a very big chunk, like of length difference.
Yes.
So that's already like, I feel like you had an undercut or something.
Yeah,
before.
I did.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna go shorter than this, but it's like already nice to kind of create like a rough kind of balance. This is all hair that I'm not gonna need, and it's only gonna get in my way sectioning it off, so might as well just chop it all up right away.
Alrighty.
One go.
What was your last haircut?
Well, the undercut was April 23, and my girlfriend had trimmed that up sometime last year as well, but I can't remember when that was. But my actual cut was before COVID, so almost 5, yeah. Almost 5, yeah.
Well, you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Ready?
No, you know, wait. No, I'm kidding.
Could have stopped me at a half a ponytail.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I can already feel how light my head feels.
It's 10 to tip.
Done. That was it. Let's go to the sink real quick, get your hair wet. I just wanna, because his hair has been so long, I just wanna make sure that it's, like if I start spraying him down with my bottle, it's just gonna first of all take very long time to get all his hair wet, and this is just kind of a way to make sure that the hair is like a little bit out of the direction it's used to lay in, because it's been so long. Like I just like to, he just shampooed it, so I'm not going to do that, but this kind of resets the hair a little bit better for me to section it off and just start cutting layers in and all the stuff that I need to do. And like again, it's mostly a time saver on, instead of having to hose him down with my water bottle for like a half hour. This is just a quick way to get the hair wet. I just want to kind of comb it all back as tight to the head as possible, so we can kind of see the shape of Christos' head, because again, under long hair it's really hard to kind of estimate or see at what angle we need to cut his hair. But if I put my comb against his head, you can kind of see that angling off. So if we're going to do a really short haircut as he had in the past, it's going to kind of create that effect, which makes it like very pointy. I feel like we need to leave a little bit more length and weight in these corners so that we kind of counterbalance the shape and give it like a nice square look instead of like a longer pointy look. Yeah, so like I was saying in the beginning, and that's why you'll see it when you watch the video. The angle my comb was kind of coming off of your head kind of shows me the direction I kind of need to give this haircut, and I could right away tell that really short on the sides is not gonna really complement this shape. Like there's nothing wrong with it or anything, but it's just
I'm an
for
egghead, so.
and I feel like a short size would only enhance that effect. Like you said, like an egghead, it would create like a pointy top of your head, and I always tend to go for more of a squarer finish just because it looks stronger and it's kind of like the masculine way, I guess they taught me in barber school. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. I do want to go like really short and tight around the ears, also because your sideburn and like in the back of your neck is already cut so short. So for now, I'm kind of using that as my guide to build like layers around the side. Maybe I'll do some clipper work on the sideburn and in the very back of the neck, but I'm mostly concerned about just maintaining weight and a little bit more length throughout this entire corner, because that's where your head starts creating the shape that you initially going to look at all day in the mirror. So working with that, I'm already kind of knowing that we can go short and tight around the ears, but I don't want to go too high with that. And also that's why I'm cutting it at the angle I'm cutting it right now, where I'm kind of pulling it out, angling my knuckles towards your head, and my fingers pointing away from your head, and that kind of gives it that shape that I'm looking for. Taking diagonal back sections because your hair has been heavy and you said kind of falling flat and dead on your head. Just because it's been so heavy, I'm cutting it diagonally back just to kind of give it a little bit of like motivating it in a direction to lay, so that it kind of slicks back over your ear instead of just falling dead on top of it. And fingers crossed, this is all going to come together in the back of his head in like a nice cross graduation.
For the mullet.
Yeah, it's gone.
Facial hair experience. I would say I like what I can grow. I wish I could grow more. I don't get a whole lot on my cheeks. I'm super patchy, and it's not thick enough to really justify having it, but I just hate shaving. My skin gets super irritated, and I don't keep up with trimming what I can grow as often as I should. I told Sly, man, if I had seen this post one day earlier, it would have been much better for y'all, because I was all scraggly, and I think it would have been a nice, learning too, to say like, what I could do to trim this up well, to shape it better.
Look who it is.
Yeah, I'm back. No longer Santa Claus.
Yeah, he came back, so I guess I did a good enough job.
The length that we still left on top just needed to go. Now there's a nice balance between the top and the side, so the foundations of the haircut is there, and now I'm just gonna start working on the secondary shape, which is the texturizing, and I don't want to overdo that either on his hair, because like I said earlier, it's a lot of hair, but it's not the thickest hair, and I always tend to be a little bit more careful texturizing this hair texture, just because you risk like cutting a hole in there or creating like a bald spot or something, making something look too thin. I do want to give it a little bit of texture, but I'm not gonna like go too crazy on it either. And then after that, I'm gonna blow dry it, see how it sits, and that's when you really do your finalization stages of the haircut. Like you have to see it dry before you really texturize it, of course. Before blow drying, I always like to put a little sea salt spray in, just to give it a little bit of a very light hold. And it's just nice to blow dry it in shape with like a super light product, and then once it gets to the texturizing part of it, you can really tell where you need to take weight out of it for the style to work. So it's always nice to put some of that light stuff in before blow drying. Yeah, so what I like to do, like especially in the front, to give it a little bit of volume, I don't know if you can feel, I push the brush to the side to kind of hook the hair in there, then turn it over and blow dry it up, like almost up and back. So you kind of grip the hair and then you blow dry the hot air into the brush. So that really gives it the front like a nice volume, makes it stand up nicely. Like if you wanted to go for that, you just kind of go sideways into your hair, roll the brush over and just blow dry into it. Just gonna do the same thing first. Remove like some bulk out of the chin mostly. That's where all the beard lives. And then we'll just go from there.
Just come back and see Robin.
I don't want to look over there yet, though. I'll do it without them first, and then I'll put them on. Okay. All right. I like it. Yeah, I like that it's gonna be looser.
It's also not because I just had a wet towel laying on top of it. It's a little bit flatter, but we'll show you kind of how to get that volume back and the look we were going for. But this is the general idea of it. Like you can just really tell this complements the shape of your head a lot more.
And am I wanting to kind of lean with it, or just kind of let the part go where it's?
Yeah, you can kind of, if you push it forward, you'll see where it naturally wants the part right here.
Okay.
This is what would happen if you don't do anything.
Okay.
But if you were to just run your hands through, like you've already been, I've been noticing you've been running your hands through it, your right hand through it, kind of to the side.
Yeah.
So that is your autopilot basically, and this is kind of the style I was going for, a little bit more off-centered parted with volume in there in the front, and then like something like that.
Right on.
And then there's like a lot of texture and movement in there, so you can go either way with it. Also, give it a day or two to settle in a little bit. After like that long of a hair, it takes a little second, but I think you can get the general idea of it like that.
Yeah, looks good.
Right? And then the beard, same thing. Like you still have that same idea of like a goatee, but a little bit more streamlined to your face instead of like being full and heavy and round. Looks a little bit more purposeful this way, I feel like.
A bit more modern.
Yeah, not as unruly.
Yeah, and then like if you just have this catch up a little bit more in the beard, like it gives it a little bit of a stronger kind of jaw.
Awesome.
Because of the fine texture of your hair, the wind is not going to be your friend. So give it a little bit more weight with something like a styling paste. This is going to give it a more dry finish, and I think for your hair it would look nice to have it a little bit dry, like sea salt spray, and then finish it off with like a matte paste, matte hair cream, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would like for your hair, because you don't want it to be like super sticky or gluey, so you like maybe like a fingertip like that. Okay. Rub it in your hands. Just make sure you have it like all over your hands. So you want your hands to kind of look like that.
Okay.
And then work it in back to front. So because if you now start pushing product into your fringe, basically everything is going to sit in there, makes it super heavy, and in the end of the day it's going to collapse. So what you want to do,
start in the back.
Start in the back, work it forward, make sure you get it everywhere, and then start pulling it back.
Okay.
Just with the residue, so that you have the least amount in the front, so that stays breathable and movable. And then the hair that you want to lay flat, which is the side of your head, that's kind of where you want most of the product to sit. And just mess it up. You can almost, if you're shampooing your hair, kind of rub it in like that. Scrunch it in a little bit. And then what I would do, use a comb just to comb it through. Make sure you distribute the product evenly throughout the hair.
A wider tooth comb?
Yeah, that's always nice just because it brings out the texture nicely like that. You can really see like the combing stripes through it. And then in the front, don't comb it like flat back, comb it up a little bit and just kind of throw it up so that you give that volume back. This you all want to lay back. You can really see those fenders nicely coming into the back here. It's a cool look. Very elvish.
Hey, so picking up Christina from work. She hasn't seen my new haircut yet. Shout out to Robin at Beardbrand. Gonna see what her reaction is. Let's see.
Oh, okay, I just gotta put the toilet paper back here. You want me to come over to the driver's side?
No, just come in.
Oh, okay. Zaddy? Oh my gosh, you look so cute.
Yeah.
Wow, can I touch it?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, you have product in it? Okay. Wow.
So you like it?
I do. You have such great volume too. I like it. And you look very very slick. Yeah, I like it.
You heard it here.
Yeah, looks great.
Hold up, wait a second.
Are you ready to make a bold change to your look and style? You could be featured on the next episode of the Beardbrand Barbershop. Fill out the application, it's pinned in the comments of this video. Let's go to work.
Can make a mustache out of this.